Look at this birth chart carefully. Can you tell me what kind of a person this is? Now pause the video right now, study the chart and write your answers in the comments down below. Let's test your knowledge. Now today I'm going to show you how to analyze a Kundali step by step, and it's much simpler than you think if you follow this simple principle. Now first step, forget about the conjunctions, stelliums, yogas, aspects and all the complicated rules for now. Just look at each house and where its Rasi Lord is placed. That's it, nothing more. Now let's start. Look at the first house. Now if you don't know about the houses, watch the video in the link. Also subscribe if you want to learn Vedic Astrology, Law of Attraction, meditation and self-development. Now the first house Lord, Mercury, is in the second house. Now what does this mean? This means this person's life revolves around family and money, because the second house represents family, wealth and speech, and the first house represents the self, the overall personality. Now this also indicates this person could be a strong and effective speaker. Now the second house. The second house ruler is placed in the fourth house. Now this shows that wealth may come through real estate, property, vehicles or other physical assets. And there may also be financial benefits coming from the mother. We all know the fourth house represents comfort, vehicles and mother. Right. Now next, the third house ruler is in the first house. Now this creates strong self-expression. This person moves forward with their own courage and effort, not waiting for outside help. They are naturally adventurous and they may have artistic talents in music, dance, writing or performance, because the ruler of the third house, which represents creativity, expression and courage, is in the first house, which represents the self and overall personality. Now the fourth house Lord is in the second house, again connects property and assets with stored wealth. Right. The source of land, vehicles and property becomes long-term financial security. Now the fifth house, the house of education and children. Its Lord is in the sixth house. So education may be related to sixth house themes. Right? They are medicine, nursing, law, food industry, service or healing fields. Because the sixth house rules diseases, competition, enemies, loans and problem solving. Next, the sixth house. The sixth house Lord is in the seventh house. Now conflicts may arise in marriage or partnerships. Sometimes the partner may have health issues because the Lord of diseases is placed in the house of marriage. Look at this. The Lord of seventh house is placed in the third house. This indicates that your spouse is courageous and inspired. He or she may also be talented in the arts, as the third house is associated with adventure, courage and arts. Right? Also, you are most likely to meet your spouse from social media or matrimonial websites, because third house is also about communication, media and internet. Now let's go deeper. What could be the cause of suffering? Look at the eighth house, house of death and suffering. Its Lord is in the second house. So family and fixed assets may be the cause of suffering. Now what about inheritance? Where will it come from? Again, fixed assets like land or property, because the eighth house also represents inheritance. Now what is the source of luck? Look at the ninth house. Its Lord is again in the second house. So luck comes through family. This also shows someone who can speak wisely about spiritual or philosophical matters. And the father may help generate income, because ninth house is also about father. The 10th house, the house of career. Its ruler is in the third house. This is very powerful. This person is most likely to choose career in creative skills like writing, acting, music, dance or communication. They are not just hobbies, they become the career path. Now the 11th house. The 11th house ruler is in the 7th house. Now this shows that opportunities and gains increase through partnerships. A friend or elder sibling may introduce your future spouse or business partner. Desires may be fulfilled through the help of the spouse. Right? And finally, the 12th house ruler is in the 6th house. Expenses may come through your health issues, conflicts or dealing with enemies and challenges. Now following this step, you build a basic idea of what kind of a person this is. Now this is just the basic first step. After this, we look into the signs and planets and their individual characteristics and their connection to each house. For now, practice this with your own chart and see how this fits with your chart. And let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.